Greetings, I'm Brian Morse, and this is your 2023 course walkthrough at Beaver Branch. We're going to be showing you the blue and gold layouts. Hole 1 is a combined blue and gold hole. It is 380 feet, and it plays like 400. Everything is color-coded here. You see this is another blue and gold tee pad for hole 2. At 251 feet, kind of a straight or a slight right to left shot. There is OB. There's a fenced area on the right. If you go over that, you will be OB. Hole number 3 is 221 feet, a left to right moving shot with a fenced in garden behind it that is OB but doesn't really come into play. Hole 4 is a blue and gold hole, the first hole where you have two separate pins. You see the blue hole straight ahead, and as you come down the fairway here, you'll see the gold hole right next to the OB pavement, which plays as a stream, and there's also a pond that could come into play that you're going to see on hole 5. Hole 5 is 213 feet to the blue basket, which is directly across the pond. You'll see that here in just a second. There's the back pond. We have a drop zone. We can always play circle 3 drop here. If you go in the pond, you go to the drop zone. Pavement plays as OB. We're going to the gold hole. On the gold, the pavement and a cross is considered OB, and this is our first par 4 on the gold layout. Hole 6 is 240 feet, a left to right moving shot with OB pond and OB pavement. You'll see you want to get it over and get it and punch it straight down the hallway here. The two stakes here on the bridge mark where you have casual water. As you continue down the hole, the drainage ditch is casual, which runs to the left of the basket and continues to run down hole 7. Hole 7 has our only mandatory right now on the course. Protecting the house, you need to go to the right of that tree that is marked. If you do not go to the right side of that tree, you go to the drop zone, which will be right here, directly to the right of the mandatory. Obviously, you'll take your stroke and shoot your third shot here if you miss the mando, and we're off to hole number 8. Hole number 8 is a blue gold tee pad with two sets of pins. The blue pin is 229 feet. It's a straight shot. You might want to move something backhand from slightly left to the right. That was the blue basket. And you'll see the gold basket sits at 334 feet and is across OB Beaver Branch. That's the creek that runs through the property. Here we're walking up to hole 9. You're going to go past the basket and up to the right, where you'll see a separate tee pad for gold hole 9, which is 241 feet, and the 190 or so feet blue pad across an OB pond. This is the heart of Tornado Alley. You'll see that some trees are down. These stakes are going to be here to help mark the border of where the water is. So you're either going to play surrounded by water or inside the stake. Journeying out of the woods and over to hole 10. Now hole 10, blue gold. Blue, this is a new hole. It is a par 4 on both the blue and the gold course. A soft par 4 sitting at 400 feet, but a little bit tricky as you do have to navigate into the woods and across the creek. So like over the river and through the woods. There is Beaver Branch there. We're going back across it. And you'll see that the gold basket is on an elevated surface some tree stumps, and the blue basket is just inside the woods before you get to that opening. As you go out here, you're going to go to the left of the gold basket and up the hill behind the garage, where you'll find hole 11 sitting at 279 feet for the blue and 370 feet for the gold. You'll see off to the right, you can shoot either a straight shot at it and try to skip it up there, or you can try to throw a left to right shot, and then the 370 foot gold hole. Gold hole 12 here is a tricky shot. You got to go across a pond and then down the creek bed. Pond and creek both play OB. If you go in that pond, you go to the blue tee pad, which you'll see in a second, as the drop zone. Here's a look at the possible landing area. Again, the creek runs on the left side here all the way down the hole and then to the right of the pin. Here's a look at the blue tee pad, which comes in at 210 feet. It's kind of a tricky straight little shot that you want to pull left a little bit right at the end so you stay away from the creek, as you'll see coming down the hole right here. Here we have a look back at hole 12 basket. Your walk back to hole 13T. Hole 13 has a blue pin and a gold pin. The blue pin plays at 275. The gold pin plays as a par 4, 577 feet. You want to get out and through the gap that you see here, the blue, you want to throw a right to left shot at that basket. And moving on down, you want to land about here so that you have a nice shot to get up there for birdie on the par 4 13. Hole 14 is 253 feet. It's kind of a tunnel shot out of the woods and then down to a protected green. You want to beat that V tree that you see right here. If you go to the left of it, you can do something that moves from left to right, or you can try to throw a straight shot with a little bit of fade at the end if you go on the right side of the V tree. Hole 15 is a very tight gap. You want to hit this gap if you're throwing backhand with something that's going to turn over a little bit, maybe a beat up putter or an understable mid, and you can get to this green. Getting over to the gold pin is a little bit trickier because you want to flex it back a little bit and break it over to the left. All right, heading to hole 16, you see the blue pad here and the gold pad. You're going to have to go back to the right. This is the fourth par 4 on the gold layout, and it plays at 430 feet with a lot of danger if you get off the fairway at the initial throw for the first, say, 200 feet, and then it opens up a bit and can play as a soft par 4. The blue tee is at 330 feet, and it's a par 3. Our newest hole in the course is hole 17 here. 17, blue plays as 400 feet, and the gold plays at 440. Here we are looking back at the tee pad at about an approximate landing area, the short tee pad, the red and white, and you'll see the blue basket is directly ahead. Very tight hole. And then we will take a look as we go up the fairway here. The blue basket straight ahead, and the gold basket, the fairway breaks over to the left here onto a green. And both of those holes are par 4s, the blue and the gold. So that's the second blue par 4. Here we have hole 18, our final hole. The blue hole is about 330 feet. The gold hole plays at 410, the flagpole hole, if you will, hole 18. That right there to the left is the blue basket, and the gold basket is right here. Thanks for following along, and hope to see you out on the course.